Hello and welcome to Thaiger Bites. I'm Jay and this is Tim Newton.
Hello everybody, and we got a lot of response yesterday to me talking about Chai at the end, saying that he used to be the cleaner. I did misspeak. He used to be the janitor, so I'm sorry if you got the wrong impression.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome to Thaiger Bites. This is where we get to address your comments and feedbacks from all of our shows on YouTube, as well as Instagram, Facebook, and Thaiger Talk Forum on the website. You can also now send us video messages, of which we have received a couple at bites@thethaiger.com. That is BITES bites@thethaiger.com. Shall we start with our first one?
Well, I thought because of the response we've had from the bites@thethaiger.com, we came up with the idea of doing a talkback program every day with people on Zoom, on video. So we publish the Zoom address, people join the meeting, and we have a live talkback. We think it could be a train wreck, but probably a very enjoyable train wreck.
Yeah. So that's something for you to look forward to.
Or not.
Or not. Whether you want to ask him a question, comment, or fight with him, yes, all and
Did you say fight or fart?
What?
Did you say fight or fart?
I said nothing.
Okay, just checking.
Right. Let's get on to the
video messages.
That's right. Let's get on to our first video message from Brian.
Hey, Tim and Jay. This is Brian Furpo here at Majo University, where I'm here in the cafeteria. And there's usually thousands of people eating lunch here. And right now, all the classes are online. My question to you is, if mandates work, the vaccines work, and masks work, then why are learning institutions still closed when 95% of the staff and students are fully vaccinated, but they're still studying online?
I'm not sure why people find it so hard to hold their phone and get themselves in the frame. Was it Brian?
Yes.
A bit out of frame there. Anyway.
I think he's trying to show the
cafeteria. And you did that very well. My only comment about that is, well, one, you probably need to address that comment to the cafeteria because they're the ones who are running it and the school. But of course, even if you've been vaccinated with COVID, you could still pass it on. You can still catch it. You can still pass it on to other people. And even with masks, there is a chance that you can still catch it or pass it on. However, in both cases, the chances are reduced. And the major thing about vaccination is your chance of ending up in a hospital or even dead are vastly reduced. And that's been proven over the past couple of months to such an extent that I'm surprised anybody would even ask a question about that anymore.
I think.
But ask your school. When's everybody coming back?
Costs a lot less to do online as well.
It's true.
Right, here's another video from Mike.
Good morning, Tim. Good morning, Jay. It's Mike Freerider here in Amnat Sharon. Check out this view. So we're at the top of a small mountain and very beautiful on a clear day. Unbelievable. Come and visit. Amazing Thailand.
So where is this place, Jay?
I believe he is in Amnat Chalerm.
Which is
not like a famous province. I don't think everyone would know where it is, but I guess Mike seems like a proper biker, and I guess he travels everywhere on his bike, so he gets to see these gems that we get to be a part of.
It looked pretty windy to me, but thank you very much for the video from.
I'm not to learn. Right, Tim, the third video we have today is from Ron and Thun, returning video guests. They're sending one almost every day, but they've got a joke for you.
Kunton, Pa, let's go to Kogai. No Kula, no Kogai. Go Gai and Ko Kai. Oh, Kaojai. Okay. Just a little fun, Tim.
Well, it wasn't so much a joke as a correction. But I will admit my Thai pronunciation is horrendous. But yes, you're right about the gok gai. I'll never say it right.
Let's try one more time. How do you say chicken?
Gai.
How do you say egg?
Kai.
Not bad. It's better. It's better. All right. Let's move on to our comments from our shows. Would you like to start?
I've got Martin Lucas. Thanks, Martin, for writing to us. Said, whatever happened to the original 2 weeks of health emergency impost? Now, nearly 2 years later, No SARS-CoV virus has ever been isolated, just a computer model. All this pain for just an annual flu. Global insanity. Well, apart from the things that you've actually got wrong there, saying that it's never been isolated, it's actually been isolated by hundreds of individual laboratories around the world and continues to be as it changes and diversifies into various different versions. As far as it just being an annual flu, it's not a flu, it's a coronavirus. So 2 facts you've got wrong, but we appreciate you writing to us anyway, Martin.
All right, I've got a comment here from Thomas who says, I booked a SHA Plus hotel through Agoda, but when I spoke to them, they told me well in advance that they did not provide transport or a PCR test. I got a refund and I booked another. Tourists should take the time to talk to the hotel they wish to book at, not just choose the 1,000 baht hotel they find. We all that return know that we need the PCR test and hotel transport. It costs money. Thank you for your comment, Thomas. I believe he's talking regarding the scam that some people have been a part of.
Just some hotels.
Yes.
Not all by any means.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, Thomas makes a good point. Everything does cost money. So, and if you're going to travel during pandemic times, just double check, prepare.
And yeah, it's always good to double check on everything. And now that you are aware that there have been a few scams, not many, but a few, then you need to just make yourself aware and double check everything. Tapu says, a bit of both really. Oh, here we go. Is it pronounced junta or junta? This is Junta. A bit of both, really. The word is not all that common in everyday English, but I think most people would tend to sound the initial J as in just. Political commentators and newsreaders, however, sometimes will pronounce it as junta. Well, the correct pronunciation is junta. It's a Spanish word, and if you look it up on any dictionary, it's always phonetically spelt junta. So that is correct.
All right. Next comment here from Mark Krungtape, who says, Jay, a couple of weeks ago, I mentioned you need to have the boing noises at certain parts of your video.
Boing.
As you can see, Natty has stolen those noises for her own videos. You need to hurry up and get the 7-Eleven beep beep sound before she nicks it. By the way, I did make a natty bread gratin, but pigeons ate it when it was sailing away. Thank you for your comment, Mark. But hey, even though you did make a biodegradable, environmental friendly gratin after watching Natty's videos, at least the pigeons got some food. So you not only do you get to make a wish, but also let the pigeons take your wish up into the sky.
My wish would be that there's no pigeons. But anyway,
next time.
Those sound effects you see in all Thai soap operas, and if you don't know what we're talking about, you just need to type in, I don't know, into YouTube, Thai soap operas and watch some of them. There's so many sound effects.
Yeah, and a lot of Thai comedy is very slapstick, so they use funny noises.
We've got a live viewer over there.
Oh, yes, we do, as always.
He's just watching us. Oh, he's having a fag.
Oh, I see.
Chandler Bing Bong has written to us, as he does quite often, says nobody wants the CCP vaccine, and we all know why.
Do we?
I don't, but thanks for writing to us. Maybe you'd like to fill in the gaps on that one.
All right. Boda Zephyr has a message, and he says, shouldn't Chai's job be making the tea?
Ha ha ha. Well, yeah, I think I might have... No, I didn't.
Quality.
Yeah, that was
quality, not quantity. Thank you, Boda.
Chai tea is one of my favourites. Not easy to find in Thailand, though.
There's no such thing as chai tea. What is the chai tea? That's literally saying tea.
But chai is a flavour of tea, probably most popular in India.
Chai is not a flavour of tea. Chai is the definition of chai, or the translation is tea.
So if I walk into India and say chai, they'll give me a tea.
Yeah.
Okay, well...
You have to tell them what kind of tea you want.
All right, well, I'll be ordering the chai tea. Thank you.
You'd walk in and say, I would like a tea.
If that's what it takes. If you go into Starbucks in Thailand, but if you go into a Starbucks in Thailand, you can order chai flavoured tea. So if it's good enough for Starbucks, it's good enough for me. Moving on to the next question. Bill H. I think what was from Bill H?
That was from Boda Zephyr.
I've got one from Bill H, who I think's already been on our list today. Glad to see the USA give COVID vaccines to countries such as Thailand instead of military hardware.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think I'd rather get the military hardware and sell it to some other country for a good price.
They make you pay for the military hardware.
Oh, damn it. Okay. Thanks, Bill.
I've got a funny message here from Scott D, all the way from Chicago.
Hi, Scott.
I'm going to try it in the accent I think he tried. He says, 2 great blokes wearing bloody awesome shirts. Greetings from the Windy City. Thank you, Scott. In his following comments, he said that he was trying to type in Australian and English slang.
Oh, that was an Australian accent of yours?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were doing South African or Jewish or something. Didn't sound anything like it. Mr. Barlow wrote a message, and he was referring to Thailand Top Stories, which I've been doing this week. Okay. And he made his point quite clear. He said, this guy is so annoying. So I'm not sure what it is, whether it's the shirt or me or my face, or I can't do much about it.
That comment got a lot of laughs. You could hear some of the people behind the scenes laughing as well.
Sadly,
Natty.
Sadly, they agree with you.
All right, here we go. I've got a comment here from Tokataki Tauji, who says,
who?
You do this every time. Tokataki Tauji.
Right.
It's a very catchy name. Alliteration, my friend. People living on boats? Seriously? Does Jay live in a cave or under that presenter's desk? Actually, now that I guess Chai has vacated the janitor's position, I'm just staying in the janitor's closet most days.
I have no idea what that comment was about, but thank you.
Remember we were talking about boat people, and I had no idea what
the boat people
was. Yeah,
after the Vietnam War, which Australia was participating on the American side, after the war was over, we had a lot of Vietnamese people fleeing, and a lot of them came to Australia in leaky boats. A lot of them didn't make it, but it sort of coined the term boat people.
So is that like a derogatory term now?
No, I think it's more just sort of saying that's sort of how they got there. Yeah, in some quarters, boat people would be used as a derogatory term, but if you are desperate enough to get into a leaky boat, paying ridiculous prices to human traffickers to save your family, then you deserve all the luck and the care you can get. Cornfed says, this is a long one.
Yeah.
FYI, the beauty queen representing Thailand for Miss Universe did not physically stand on a cloth flag of Thailand. I believe you had a long chat about this on Good Morning Thailand.
Yes.
Why would she do that? And what's wrong with striking a pose with a flag? Isn't that a symbolic pride? Olympics, international events, etc. Citizens proudly wave, drape the flags around their shoulders as a gesture of pride and respect for the country they represent. Yeah, I thought there was a lot of fuss about nothing.
Yes.
It looked to me like it was photoshopped to a large degree anyway. It was like a digitally enhanced photo. It's interesting also that the narrative has moved more from how she was standing and what she was apparently standing on to her actual physicality. Where now people are saying,
really?
She's too big to be a proper model. Yeah, she's what you would call a regular-sized woman, and she's not a typical small, slim Thai lady, and she's been getting quite a lot of flack for that.
Yeah. And, it also depends on, different countries have different cultures as well. Like in America, I saw one of the comments where someone was saying that you could wear, people make underwear with the American flag, and that's okay, that's funny, we've seen that everywhere, but in Thailand you can't really get away with it. It's just like a no-no, you just don't do it.
Also, if you look at what is popular with the shapes of females, you go back 200 or 300 years to all those Botticelli paintings of all these large, voluptuous women. That was obviously a sign of beauty at the time. Yeah. So tastes change. Brai Udon says, I hope that the complainer-in-chief guy is not married. Imagine living with that fella. I can't remember his name, Sontai Sabaidi or something. He was the man, I've got the name wrong, so I apologise. But you know who I'm talking about. I spoke about him on Thailand Top Stories yesterday. He's the man who basically writes to the government and complains when anybody does anything in relation to things that may sort of oppose the status quo, the conservative nature of Thailand or the monarchy. So he was the one who wrote to the officials about the Miss Universe contestant apparently standing on the Thai flag. Well, because he's got nothing better to do, and I wouldn't want to be married to him for many reasons.
All right. Tim, we've got a message from our fan, Gregorian Tube, says, great move on replacing Tim. Just need to replace Jay now.
Then this is what the program would look like.
Yeah, let's leave. Gregorian Tube, enjoy your 10 seconds of fame. Yeah. Are you happy now?
That's what the show will look like.
Yes. Thank you for that sad attempt for attention.
Stephen says the overhead cabling is actually being addressed here in Pattaya. And when will it be admitted that wearing masks doesn't actually do anything other than make the wearer uncomfortable? Looks like he's covered a lot of territory with that particular comment about the overhead cabling. Glad it's being attended to in Pattaya. Certainly in Patong in Phuket and in Phuket town, I noticed, because I sort of live there sometimes, they have been putting a lot of the cabling underground. And gee, it does make a huge visual difference, no doubt. About the mask wearing, I'm not going to get into that now, except to say that if you are in Thailand and in public, you are meant to be wearing a mask.
Right, moving on to my last comment from our second favourite fan, Tom, who replied to Gregorian Tube saying, I agree with his Mrs. Doubtfire hello. It's not really a Mrs. Doubtfire hello. It's more of a, I don't know, it just kind of happened. But thank you for that compliment, actually. Robin Williams, once again, a star. If he is going to talk about me in the same breath as Robin Williams, I mean, thank you. Thank you. You're clearly a fan. And with that, I wish you a Mariska Hargitay day.
What?
What?
Ken Mahaffey says, it's very good to see you reading the news again, Tim. But Natty's presentation of the news was very entertaining, and I even watched some of her short pieces, like her 100-baht challenge. But the Good Morning Show is not news. Well, duh. Thank you very much for reminding us. We do have two news programs every day, Thailand Top Stories and Thailand News Today. Then we have Thaiger Bites, which is a reaction to your comments, and also Good Morning Thailand, which is a chat, issues, good morning, wake up type of program. Yeah. So yeah, they're not all news shows. Some of them are about the news, but they're not all straight news programs.
Yeah. However, yeah, thank you for the comment, Ken. I'm done with mine.
Paul Downs, last comment from me, says, thanks for the news. You're a funny bugger. The brick wall, ha ha. I was complaining a bit, saying that I've been thrown out with the scraps to the backyard with a brick wall. Then other people said, oh, just think what you're saying. It's a derogatory comment about Natty, really, because she used to read in front of the brick wall. Think, oh, God.
How dare you? How dare you?
You can't say anything these days.
You can't, especially with Natty involved. That's a...
Yes. Don't touch Natty.
Yeah.
Okay, right. She's sitting over there.
That's it. That's all the comments we have for today. Thank you to everyone who commented. If you do have any comments, please leave them in the comment section below. And subscribe. Please subscribe. We still have 50% not subscribed. I thought that I've been announcing this every day, and I thought that number would go down to 49, but it's still currently at 50. So
very naughty.
Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already.
All it takes is lean down and go gunk on the button, and you're subscribed, and YouTube will bless us with all sorts of thanks and rewards.
That's right. But yes, we hope you've enjoyed today's show, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jason behind the buttons and Shy editing there. Thank you, everyone.